So I was really here thinking that the 7-star version of this relic was still on its way. And I didn't see this crystal that we got from completing one of the quests. It completely flew by me. And yeah, here it is. We have the 7-star relic. Here is the gameplay of it. We get the awakening gem from the objective that is now working. And here we go. This is the relic that has been teased for a bit and hyped via like the best way possible, which is a Brian Grant video. And yeah, so there's been a lot of hype around this relic because people were saying that it was going to save this champion, which by the way, this Venom the Duck is a rank 2 7-star, not a fully maxed out rank 4, just a simple rank 2. So keep that in mind when you see these results because they are pretty crazy. So what does his relic do? Well, basically, you start the fight with 2 of his buffs, and it's up to you. It's not random. You pick it via the relic runes, and I picked Precision and Fury because those are the 2 most impactful buffs on attack. A very close third is the power gain, and I don't think it's a bad idea to pick it, but I just think Precision and Cruelty are just, not Cruelty, Precision and Fury are just very, very important for this character. And what else does the relic do? Well, whenever you activate the Striker relic, you activate all the buffs in your RNA bank, and so once he's ramped up, it is insane that like every single Striker activation gives him his ramp up and like his damage. There is a drawback though. His buffs now capped to 6, if he has the relic equipped, that is. So the trade-off for having easier access to his buffs is you have to only have 6 of them. I feel like that's fair. I feel like it's a good trade-off. And as you can see, the fight starts, we have a ton of buffs at the ready, we store them into the bank, now we have 6 buffs stored, and that's it. That's all we can store, right? That is the new maximum, and that's okay, because you go for the relic right here, and fun fact, so whenever you press the relic, it gives you more than 6 buffs. As you can see, we have a total of 8. I think the Fury, one of them, was from the, just like the standard buff gain. But we have 7 buffs in total, so that's pretty sweet, and it does allow him to hit very, very hard, as you can see. So yeah, that was a 41-second fight, and then it gets to this level, right? We have our fully ramped up Venom the Duck. We have all 6 buffs in the bank, and we start off with 8 of them. So you pretty much lose out on 2 buffs only. So yeah, not like super bad. So that's a little positive, I guess. And yeah, one other positive is just this damage output, man. That SP2 crit, that toxic armor, it's just all insane, really. This character now is just such an he's an extremely different character, it feels like. And yeah, it all starts with the relic, really. So great results to start off this video. Let's test them out in some questing. I haven't recorded any Battlegrounds gameplay yet for this character. That's my bad. I just want to show you like a little sneak peek of what this character looks like now. And yeah, it's really good stuff. So we go for the Striker here. We don't have any buffs in the bank, so it didn't do anything. However, keep in mind we are in 8.3. And one thing to note about modern story questing is there's always a buff to relics, whether the relics provide something else or they just get like increased spirit rate. It really helps, especially in this scenario when the relic is pretty much the champion. I would say that the relic is pretty much Venom the Duck. And like, of course you have to have Venom the Duck's kit to have the relic work, but I think the relic really does most of the work. So yeah, that was a great first fight, and the biggest thing to note here is the fact that the first fights are no longer miserable. The ramp up process for this character used to be absolutely torturous. It'd be like 2-minute first fights, no matter the health pool, it would just always take forever to get this character going. Additionally, there is always an RNG aspect with this champion, and now you can pick what buffs you start with, and that is just insane, right? Because there is no waiting, there is no stalling, you just get to pick your buffs, and with that, plus the fact that there is faster ramp up, and the fact that you have the striker to activate it every single time, which means you don't have to sacrifice the SP2 to get to the SP3. All these things combined just make this insane. It is a really, really good upgrade to Venom the Duck. I'm a big fan of how this turned out. There is some things to know, obviously. Like, one, is this character going to be meta? I know that term, very 50-50 with players. Some players live by it, some players don't care about it. I would say that he is not a meta champion still, because he just doesn't have that utility factor. But as a quester, as just like a general go-to champion for questing, he's going to be a really, really good option and a really good addition to your roster. So yeah, I think all in all, Venom the Duck looking really promising, and that's good, right? Like, I'm glad that he has stayed the same identity wise as just a quester, because they could have like very much like completely changed his kit to be like this meta character for like the Zolas of the world, but he's not really that. He's just what he was before, just a whole lot better, a whole lot smoother, and it's great. I'm a huge fan of this change. So yeah, I'm honestly a real big fan of Venom the Duck now. I've always liked the character. I've always thought that he was too hated, but I do understand that he was a very flawed champion when he first came out. Not when he first came out. When he first came out, oh my god, we did not have standards, so he was like the greatest thing in the world. People loved the guy when he first came out, and that was because it was 2018, and what he brought to the table was so good and so new and so fun. We all loved it, and yeah, it was great. It was a great time. He was a great champion, and yeah, like the fall from grace was kind of brutal, especially given the fact that he was a 7-star when he probably shouldn't have been a 7-star, but now he is a 7-star and he's doing 12-second fights. Wait, I said now he is a 7-star. He's been a 7-star. He was one of the first ones, but now he's buffed, and yeah, that's the result. So yeah, man, crazy stuff. Just crazy stuff. I'm such a big fan of this event. It was such a nice little tie-in to, you know, Brian Grant and just the history of this champion, because this champion has had like a pretty insane history, honestly, with like, first of all, his release. He was one of the most hyped up characters because look at him, right? He's Venom the Duck, an original character, such a like crazy concept, and such a crazy kit back in the day as well. And then you have, you know, him being a 7-star, being like the biggest meme ever as a 7-star. Then you have, of course, the, I believe it was Necropolis journey with Venom the Duck and Brian Grant with that exclusive title, which by the way, I'm pretty sure it was called the V Formation, so I will pass the Brian Grant super fan quiz because I know that. But yeah, it's just been a wild ride with this character, and now we're here. We are here after this event, and he is looking pretty sweet. So I'm happy. I'm satisfied. And it's great because his counterpart, Howard the Duck, is also very insanely good. So I'm happy that both the Ducks are just like really good now. Is Venom the Duck as good as Howard? No, Howard the Duck is like, you know, arguably top 5 tech, but was that necessary to say? Probably not, but I just want it to be known that Howard the Duck is still Howard the Deity. And yeah, I mean, Venom the Duck, he's inching closer, but I'm just happy that both Ducks are good, because when both Ducks are good, then life is good. So yeah, it's gonna be a great holiday season because we have Venom the Duck just doing this stuff, man. This is like with the ramp up now, and yeah, it's pretty wild. What also is wild is the fact that he didn't want to throw that special attack, but that's okay because we go for the intercept, go for the relic, and now we have our buffs back. And then yeah, the fight is just pretty much done at that point. Go for the SP2, and yeah, toxic armor is up. We go for a hit, and yeah, the damage output is just pretty insane, dude. This champion is wild. He's so much fun to play, and he is just a whole different animal now. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on Venom the Duck. I think that all in all, this buff has been amazing. This Relic event has been amazing, and I cannot wait to see like more creative events like this, to be honest. Who knows, maybe if I'm a big enough creator one day, I can have my own event for an Icarus buff, because I would absolutely love that. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on Venom the Duck, and yeah, that's about it for me.